Bonjour. I hope you enjoyed the fruits and all the colors, and I hope you drank a lot of jus d'orange, and jus de pomme. Our lesson today is a lesson that you know very well, so I think you're going to enjoy it a lot. It's all the numbers up to 20. So our book didn't know that we already did all the numbers. So we are actually plus intelligent. We are more clever than the book knows. So the first page is page 15, and there's all the numbers up to number 20. Remember, a number is a numéro. So let's read from 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then 17, 18, 19, 20. And now you'll see, and you can now see how easily you remember the numbers. So the more numbers you remember and the more you repeat them, the easier it gets. So you don't even struggle with that. Bon, tournez la page, we turn the page, and we are à la page 16, on page 16. Now I think you know this title of this page. You know it. Combien y a-t-il? Do you remember what it means? Combien y a-t-il? How many are there? Now you have to count. So they've got boats and balls and fish and sweets and stars and hearts and flowers. And you have to count every one of them. So let's start. Numéro 1, the first one, let's count the boats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How many is 11? 11. Comptez les balles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. 16 balles. 16. Bon, comptez les poissons, the fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 poissons. 20 fish. 20 poissons. Ah, les bonbons. The sweeties, les bonbons. Let's count. Comptez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. How many is 17? 17. Les étoiles, the stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. 15 étoiles. 15 étoiles. And now you have got the little hearts, les cœurs. Cœurs. Let's count them. Comptons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Only 18. Ah, I really caught you. Only 18. 18. 18. Et maintenant, at last, the fleur. And you can color it in at the end of the lesson. You can, if you have your pages, you can color it in very nicely. I think when we see each other again, we'll give you the box. Bon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Très bien, 12. Remember now 12, and remember now to count everything. Everything that you eat, everything that you see. Ça va? Bon, page 17. Now, on the top of page 17, I ask you, c'est quel numéro? It is which number? C'est quel numéro? So we have to relier. Can you remember relier, link or match? Les numéros, the numbers, or more to the words. So they already relié, they already linked 11 to 11. So 12 will be to 12. 13, I will link to 13. 14 is 14. 15 is 15. And 16 will then be 16. Ça va? Très bien. Now they say at numéro 2, écrire les numéros en français. Write the numbers in French. And now they've got all sorts of forms and things, and you have to link to say what they are. So number 1 is 18. I told you that's 18. B will be 20. So look at the bottom of the page. There is the spelling 20. Numéro C will be 18, 17, 17. 10 and 7, 10 and 7, 17. Numéro D, 16. 16. There's a number at the bottom of the page, 16. And the last one, 19. 19. 10, 9. 19. Remember, if I go trop vite, if I go too fast, you can just pause. Fais un pause. Oui. Bon, page 18. Ah, voilà. C'est de quelle couleur? Now you know what it is. C'est de quelle couleur? It is which number? Sorry, it is which color? C'est de quelle couleur? It is which color? Now they say to say if a color is light or dark after the color, you can add clair for light and foncé for dark. So I can say bleu and then a hyphen and say clair, bleu clair. Or if I want to say dark brown, I can say bleu foncé. The same with vert clair and vert foncé. Gris clair and gris foncé. Now they gave us some examples. Let's see light blue. Read it with me. Bleu clair. Dark green. Vert foncé. Light brown. Marron clair. Dark blue. Bleu foncé. Dark brown. Marron foncé. Light gray. Gris clair. Now you can either write it with a hyphen or without a hyphen. That's all great. Now let's go back to the exercise. On top of the page they say, c'est de quelle couleur? It's which color? Colorier le numéro 20 en bleu clair. Color number 20 in light blue. Voilà. Now this you can do at the end of the lesson. Now let's just see if you can understand what you do with the rest of the ballon. Ok, numéro 2, colorier le numéro 12 en vert foncé. What did you have to do there? 12 must be dark green. Colorier le numéro 16 en marron clair. Which number is it? 16. And what color must you put in 16? Or what color 16? Marron clair, that's light brown. Colorier le numéro 18 en bleu foncé. Color the number 18 in dark blue. Colorier le numéro 11 en marron foncé. So now it's number 11. And what color? dark brown. The last one, colorier le numéro 13 en gris clair. Color number 13, which color? Light gray. Oh, I think it's going to look beautiful if you can color it in those colors. Ça va? Bon. Page 19. Now it's again a little bit of numbers. It's a revision. Les numéros 1 jusqu'à 20. And they say to us, remplir les numéros qui manquent. That means you must fill in, remplir, les numéros, the numbers, qui manquent, which is missing. It's if something manque in French, it's missing. So now I think if you only go with the numbers, you must put in 20, 19, and then 18 is gone. 17, 16, 15, and 14. 13, 12 manque. Then 10, 9, and 8 manque. Then 7 and 6, which is missing, 5 and 4. Then 3 and then 2 is missing. So let's count from the bottom in French up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So here we only filled in the numbers. Now we have to fill in the words. And remember, all the words are at the bottom, so you can just check for the spelling. So let's start from the top. 20, 19, 18. So what is missing? 17. And then 16. Then I'm counting backwards. 15, 14, 13, 12. Then 11 is missing, manque, and also 10, 10. 9, 8, 7, yeah, oui. And then 6, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, and then what's still missing? Qui manque? 1. So let's count upwards now from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, then comes 16, and then 17, and then 18, 19, 20. I think you must know the numbers very well by now. Voilà, tournez la page. Oh, you can see this is a mathematics exercise now. C'est les maths. Les maths on top, they say it comes from les mathématiques, so it's maths. So now we must do the calcul. Faire les calculs. Do the calculations. So now they say, we must say 19 minus 12 is 7. Now minus in French is moins. Just write it next to that, moins. I'm going to spell it to you in English and in French. M-O-I-N-S. Moins. In French, M-O-I-N-S. Moins. So if you read this in French, it will be 19 moins 10 et 7. 19, moins 12, pardon, et 7. And then you write set out, S-E-P-T, and you say set. Then on the right-hand side, 13 et 3. A plus in French is E, E-T, E. 13 et 3. What does that make? 13 et 3, 16, 16, oui, très bien. You can write it down. Let's do it just orally just now. 11 et 6, 11 and 6 is how much? 17. So the whole sentence will be Ons est 6 et 17. Then we have 16 et 3. 16 and 3. 16 et 3 et 19. 19. So that was all the arbre, all the trees and a cloud. Now we've got flowers. Okay, now the flowers is also minus, moins, and a plus. So let's do the first fleur. 20 moins 18. 20 minus 18 et 2. So the whole one will be 20 moins 18 et 2. Then 17 moins 5. Say that in English. 17 minus 5. 17 moins 5. 17 moins 5 est 12. 12. 15 et 5. In the middle. 15 et 5. 15 and 5. 15 et 5 et 20. And then 14. 14 moins 1. 14 moins 1. How much is 14 minus 1? It is 13. 14 moins 1. And then the last one, 28 moins 9. 20 moins 9. 20 minus 9. 20 moins 9. And how much is that? How many? 11. So now in class, when you have maths cours, maths period, you can try to say your things in French. And if I went too fast, please just go back. Bon, and now we've got our word search of all the numbers. So you must trouver all the numbers. Please remember it's from 11 to 20 to 20. And please remember to please take your time and tell me when we see each other again. So please, for these 2 weeks, the next 2 weeks, just practice all your numbers. Ça va? It was nice having class with you. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Au revoir. À bientôt.